Elk Grove Unified students, families, and staff. I'm Santi Soriano with EGU News, and I'm here to provide you with a district update. Now, on EGU News, our focus is on healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy learning, as well as keeping you updated on district activities. So here is your district update for April 23rd, 2021. Now, with many things happening within our district, community, and the nation, this update will focus on EGUSD and the progress we are making toward graduations, the summer learning programs, as well as the planning process for the 21-22 school year. We also want to share that we lost a valued, beloved, and cherished educator this week who is also one of our namesakes. So this week, we've also paid tribute to Mrs. Irene B. West. And in today's update, we will share some of the published stories about her amazing life and leadership in education. Now, also, we have been monitoring several national news stories, and we are going to be providing any needed counseling support for our students and staff, whether they are attending school through distance learning or in person. And we also have resources that are open to the public that will be available at the end of our broadcast and at the end of our community update. So we added those resources in. You can link to them. All right, let's remember a legacy, Mrs. Irene B. West. I want to share some comments from Superintendent Hoffman that he wrote for this particular broadcast. This is what he said. The news of Mrs. West's passing struck many hearts, including mine, and we all felt that sadness when someone we love and respect so much departs. Her bright soul led the way for hundreds of educators throughout Elk Grove Unified, and her impact on our youth has been tremendous. Her generosity, passion for learning, and support of teachers astounded many. She knew how important it was to meet each student where they were and always went out of her way to do the little things that made learning fun. Now that the path she paved is well established, I hope to see her legacy continue in the talent that we have now for those entering also the teaching profession and for our students who want to join our ranks. Sincerely, Christopher R. Hoffman, Superintendent of Elk Grove Unified. Now, on Thursday this week, we sent a letter out to all EGUSD staff, letting them know about her passing. And you can see that information. It's included in the community update that's available online. And EGU News also went out to visit the school named after Mrs. West to learn a little bit more about her legacy. So let's hear what we learned from Principal Brian McNeil. He's the principal at Irene B. West now. And let's hear what he has to say.
Hi everyone, this is Brian McNeil, the principal at Irene B. West Elementary School. Just want to show you a display we have set up here in our office that captures a little bit of Mrs. West and just her history as a teacher and as a principal. And so you can see here, dating back all the way to 1962, her with some of her classes. And there's a great story here from the Observer out of Sacramento that just kind of captures her, what her passions were as an educator, the impact that she had on the community. And so, and also we've captured a flag from her. She attended Fisk University, so and HBCU out east. And so, you know, this is just our little tribute to her as you know, really being proud of who our school is named after and just the foundation of what we are as a school. So this is a little bit about Mrs. Irene B. West. Mrs. West was a really amazing part of this school community. She would every year come in December and deliver See's candy for our whole entire staff. She loved to attend award ceremonies and promotions for sixth grade and kindergarten. And my first year here in 2018, we invited her out for a family night that we called an evening with Mrs. West. And so we sat her down in a plush purple chair and interviewed her, and just wanted our community to really get a chance to get to know her a little bit better, find out what her passions were and her dream for our school. And so she stayed all the way involved all the way up until her passing yesterday. But she's a really important part of our community and really tried to stay active in our school.
She was a beautiful lady, definitely. All right, let's talk about graduations. The district has determined that the in-person indoor preference at the Golden One Center is not a viable option. This means we will be preparing for an outdoor venue for each ceremony using EGUSD sites and facilities. Now, we have also created a virtual option for those who might feel uncomfortable attending a live ceremony so that they too can watch and participate in all the live ceremonies. They can watch all of them if they want. Now, remember, senior graduation dates are the week of May 24th through the 28th this year, and final graduation celebration details will be shared by the end of April next week. Wow, end of April's already next week. All right, let's talk about summer learning programs, which will start June 7th through July 23rd. Now, the district is in process of planning and recruiting teachers for our K through 12 summer learning programs. Plans for in-person programs include a focus on social emotional learning, enrichment, and learning recovery. So please keep an eye out now for details and enrollment information coming from school sites, and that will be soon. So be looking for that from your school site. Okay, 21-22 school year planning. Let's talk surveys. Thank you goes out to the EGUSD staff who responded to the 21-22 Learning Model Survey. That information will be synthesized and provided in a report back out to staff. And then also many thanks to the over 200 parents who attended one of 4 facilitated listening sessions this week. And that was all part of the planning process for school next year. Now, the input provided to district staff was captured in 3 categories: immediate needs, summer learning, and next year. Now, EGU News was able to get behind the scenes a little, and we peeked in on a few of the sessions being led by district staff. So let's take a look and listen to what we heard both from the district staff as well as some of our parents.
They're no longer ours, they belong to middle school. Well, what we're talking about now is, you know what, these sixth graders really didn't have a sixth grade year, and they feel closer and more connected to the elementary level instead of just pushing them onto middle school. So why don't we provide them with a summer learning opportunity at their elementary site where they have the connections, they know the teachers, they have some familiarity to help meet those needs and fill in possibly those holes and give them that confidence and those skills to move on to middle school when school starts in August.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so what I'm hearing you talk about is just the importance of that speaking and listening and that interaction both for academics as well as for the social aspect of connecting with each other. And this kind of goes back to one of your previous comments just around mental health and supporting our students.
We are maintaining our health guidelines and standards, so we're maintaining the 6 feet and whatnot. And then those assessments that can be done online, some of the assessments that the psychologists do can be done online, and those are done online, or some of the other tools that we provide the parents as parent surveys, those types of things, rating scales. If we provide those online to parents and have them completed. That part we are doing.
It was a lot of fun actually to hear the input from parents and get behind the scenes. It was a very interesting opportunity. All right, the feedback from all sessions will be synthesized and sent back out to parents who participated, including the responses to questions that came up as well. Now, as we close out this week, please continue to stay vigilant about the face mask wearing, especially in public settings, avoiding those large gatherings. It's going to be tough. We understand. Maintaining hand hygiene, wash those hands, and also getting vaccinated. If you are uncertain about vaccinations or would like more information, Kaiser Permanente will be providing informational sessions that you can participate in. They're all done in an effort to boost vaccine confidence in the community, and Kaiser Permanente is offering the monthly information sessions on COVID-19 vaccines. So sessions will also be offered in Spanish, beginning late May. Now, these sessions are open to all, and you don't need to be a member of Kaiser to participate. Also, there's no registration required. You just got to click on the link that we give you in the flyer, and there's also the QR code that you can use to join the session. All right, and that'll give you all that information there. Now, job opportunities. We have up to now 4 job opportunities. There's more. They're all listed on EdJoin, but we want to highlight that on April 29th, next week, we will have our first paraeducator virtual interview event. And if you take a look at the press release that we have in the link in the update, you'll find that we're looking for about 300 paraeducators. So please take a look and register if you're interested, or if you know someone who's interested, share it with them. We're also still looking for bus drivers, so that link is there. And then we're also in need of substitute custodial staff as well. All right, lastly, we would like to bring your attention to the Sacramento County Superintendent's letter. This came from Dave Gordon. It was a letter that does address the justice for George Floyd. Now, in the letter, you will also find important resources on talking to our youth about this very sensitive topic. And if you know other people who could use those resources, please feel free to forward that to them. All right, now before we say farewell, we have a wonderful Elk Grove High School April progress video that will play at the end of our broadcast. This was sent in from the music department, thanks to director of the music department, at Elk Grove High School, thanks to the director of choral and instrumental music, as well as the performing arts chair, our well-known Mario Sebastian. All right, this ends your EGU News update. Please remember to subscribe to the Elk Grove Unified School District's YouTube channel, and don't forget to click on that little bell icon to receive notifications. I'm Santi Soriano. Stay safe and stay healthy.